Follow me to adventure!
Okay. So we are moving on in the adventure quest right now, and there's another adventure right down here. It is the time trial. Hold on. That's the actual name of it. Grothmar Crater Circuit Time Trial. I'm going to turn down the volume of my game a little bit so I could actually talk over it. Let's take a look. I'm pretty sure I've done this before also. Let's see. Yeah, oh, but not even the top 500, not even the top 1,000. I got gold, but only by a little tiny bit. It looks like the fastest people have done it in 53 seconds, so I'm really not quite that far off of it. Let's take a look to see what you're supposed to do with it. Complete a lap as quickly as possible. Okay, let's see. What's this? Geyser charge. Use the magic of the crater to launch yourself forward for 2 seconds. Can only be used while in a... Oh! And how long does it last? So, well, that was... Oops, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. So you want to do this on a skimmer, maybe. What's the cooldown on the geyser charge? It kind of makes you go fast. Not like crazy fast. So if we could do it on a different animal, that might be the way to go. But let's try it on a skimmer first. I'm going to restart because now that I'm on the skimmer, I could start on the skimmer. I'm going to restart. But let's see how fast I could do this just with you know, the way it's intended. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, let's go. And we accelerate. We want to avoid going on land, as always. And try to cut the corners as much as possible, I suppose. Oh, and it makes you want to go up a little bit. So far, none of them have been underwater. Because maybe this came out before? I don't know if it came out before or after... Oh, what the... I don't know if it came out before or after the skimmer was able to go underwater. I think it came out after, but I'm not sure. Maybe before. Anyway, the point is, if you don't have to go underwater, maybe we could use something like a griffin instead. That would obviously be faster. But the fact that on my leaderboard I don't see anything faster than 53 seconds makes me wonder if that many people have done it on a griffin before. Okay, so 57, not as fast as my previous one, but still gold. It's not hard to get gold, you just kind of go the way it wants you to go. But let's see if we could go a little bit faster. I'm going to do this off stream. I'm going to try a couple more times to see how much my thing can improve with the skimmer. Maybe I'll record the fastest run of the skimmer and put that up at some point. Maybe it's playing right now, who knows? But then I'm going to try with the griffin, because maybe that is possible. We'll see. Okay, wish me luck. I'm going to grind a little bit, and I'll see you later. If not, this next thing will be the fastest run. I don't know if that's going to be the case, though. Maybe I'll come back with some tricks. Okay, see you later. Okay, so I still haven't done a complete circuit again after I last left you, but I've been doing a little testing and stuff, and I have some interesting information. Number one, okay, so I tried, you know, because a griffin would be amazing for this race, right? Because it's fast, there's nothing underwater, it'd be easy to do. The only thing stopping you from doing it is getting the desired speed. So I was like, okay, from up here, you'd be able to get enough speed to do the dive bomb and get going. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put down the position rewinder here, and then come down here, start the time trial, and then position right up. Oh, and then unfortunately, it knocks you out of the time trial. Now, at first, I was like, okay, I guess they made it so that you can't teleport at all during the time trial. The answer is no, that's not the case, because look at this. Well, 10-second cooldown. I'll wait until it is. I was like, okay, maybe the Jade Bot teleport will let me do that. And I haven't tested that out yet, but I don't think it will, because... put this down, press play, and... Oh, look at that. Teleports do work. So then what is stopping me from teleporting up there as opposed to teleporting on the ground? Well, the answer is there is a height limit to this race. And once you get past that height limit, you get out of your... the race ends. The race ends. So how do you get around this? How if the height limit is... first of all, I tested the height limit, so let's go again. Let's go to the height limit. I think the height limit is approximately... like here. Before... let's try to get up. Oh, okay. Anyway, it's this branch right here. This branch right here. So let's get off at this branch. Let's say I was able to get here and start the race. Teleport up here and start the race. Is this enough height to give me a griffin thing? Let's find out. With a flap, absolutely not. Without a flap? Well, how to flap? Let's take a look. Where was this one? It was this one. Okay. Let's see if we could do it without a flap. Probably, but is it fast enough? That was terrible. Okay, let's do this again. One more time. One more time for the people in the back row. Let's go up. Right here on this one. I don't know why it's so hard to just do it without a flap. Okay, and how far can you go without the flap? Can you... No, you eventually end. You eventually run down the amount of space you got. So that's not sustainable for the entire race, going without a flap. Now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try a few things. I'm gonna do one course with only the skimmer, and film that, and then I'm gonna try starting on the sky scale and getting a lot of boosts to begin with, so I get a good start and then switch to the skimmer and see how fast that goes. And then finally, I'm going to see if it's possible, because look at this. If you're on this time trial and you don't press play and you walk away from it, it goes away, this dial box. And like other things, if you get close to it again, maybe not. It used to be. Okay, wait. What if I start it and then stop it and reset? Okay, then I walk away. And then if I come close to it again... Come on now. It worked last time. What's going on? It was working before. Maybe it's when the race isn't on it works. Let's see again. Oh, there you go. Okay, so there is some location here where the dialog box pops up again. I guess it's like right over here. Right between these three guys. Now, the question is, would I be able to get a running start on a griffin, like so, and get the dialog box to pop up in time for me to press it and get going? I don't think so. I don't think so, but if I can, that would be the best option. But until I am able to perform that, I think the best option is going to be sky scale boosts and all that stuff. So wish me luck. I'm going to give it a shot and let you know how it goes. The other option, ooh, maybe this actually. One last option is, so there's the fact that on a sky scale, if you switch to Griffin, you get your sky scale boost back, so you can do that again. I don't think that's faster than just the skimmer, though. You know what I mean? Because you could go alternate between sky scale to Griffin to sky scale to Griffin to sky scale to Griffin, etc. But I do not think that's fast enough. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to grind it all off camera. And the next thing you see will be the thing I'm able to perform properly. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're back one last time. I have something to talk about here. So I decided I don't think it's possible to get the diving bomb start and then having this actually show up. I have not been able to see, like, it shows up too late. It doesn't show up at all. Like, you go through too fast for it to actually show up. So the Griffin is no longer an option. Now, The thing is, though, I've been doing some research and I've seen videos of people doing this on a Griffin before, and they do just the way I wanted to do it to begin with, which is get up on this tree here first, and then position rewind. That means that in the past it was a possibility, but they added the height limit afterwards. So on the time trial, I might not be able to get past higher than a certain score, higher than a certain position, because I'm sure there's a few people out there who's done it in the past before it was fixed using the Griffin. So with the Griffin, I think you get like under 30 seconds, but right now I am stuck at 48 seconds. And I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think I'm going to go any faster than that, so the next thing you see will be the 48-second run. But I don't think I'm going to get faster than rank 76, because I think that, yeah, a lot of the ones above me are Griffin runs that you can't do anymore because of the height limit. The height limit wasn't there to begin with, but now it is. So, okay, but the other thing I want to talk about is I spent a long time trying this. I was stuck at 50, just above 50 seconds, so like 50 seconds and 50.2 seconds or something like that. Because I was doing a very difficult version of this that is slightly faster than just using the skimmer, and that is as follows. So you use the skimmer, you go, and then when your boost is done, you switch to sky scale and boost again. And then switch back to skimmer, get the boost to go, and then switch back to sky scale, go, etc., etc. And it was like, if you executed it perfectly, it was marginally faster than the other version. So than just using the skimmer. I was getting maybe 2 seconds off of my time because of doing that instead of using the skimmer. So it was worth it. But I was stuck above 50 seconds, and I really wanted to break that 50-second mark. And then one time when I was doing the course, I was on skimmer, and I used the boost, and then I don't know what was going on. I was like, I didn't wait until the boost was over to switch to sky scale. I was just like, I don't know, not paying attention. So if you don't switch to sky scale, so then I didn't even notice what happened. I did the boost, went back to skimmer, and then, oh, what the heck? I have the boost up already. What's going on? And the reason is because when you let the boost go for its full duration, which you would normally want to do, right? It goes on a 9 seconds cooldown afterwards. But if you boost and interrupt it, it goes on a 4-second cooldown. And so then I was like, I could boost, interrupt it, get on sky scale, use its boost, then go back to the skimmer, use the boost again really quickly, sky scale, boost, etc. Back and forth forever. And that would be very fast. But, I think it might, I might try it again. I might be able to get a good score with it. But it's very complicated, and there's a lot of button suppressants, a lot of ways it could go wrong. Then I was like, okay, is there any other way to interrupt the geyser charge? Is there any other way to like just make sure you don't, without jumping off of the manatee, is there a way to put this on a shorter cooldown? So let's restart this. Play. So I was like, okay, what if you go underwater? Oh yeah, it does. And so I raced that a few times. And underwater it was... By the way, in the background I'm probably showing... I don't know if I said this already. I'm probably showing my fastest run just above 50 seconds with the complicated back and forth between Skyscale and Manatee. So yeah, if you go underwater, it interrupts the thing. So you have a 4-second cooldown. However, when you go underwater, it slows you down. So I don't know which one's faster, the switch between Skyscale and this, or going underwater. But then I was like, okay, there's got to be some other way to interrupt this. I know stowing weapons sometimes interrupts animations and stuff like that, but that didn't work on the Manatee. And then it turns out that you can switch build templates to interrupt this animation. So you could go, switch build templates, it goes off animation, and there's no other slowdown because of it. So you could just go interrupt. Wait 4 seconds. Go interrupt. Wait 4 seconds. And that is how I got the 48-second run, because that is a lot faster than all this switching back and forth shenanigans. All you gotta do is switch build templates, interrupt the animation, and keep going. So that is the final run. That's as much as I'm going for this. I'm not doing any more. I'll show that right after this. But yeah, I'm done with this adventure and moving on to the next one. And yeah, there's a few things. There's just yeah. It's sad that there's stuff that you can't do anymore, but there's still faster runs that are, I guess, that cannot be achieved again. But it is what it is. So I will see you later. Goodbye.